Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check pass. Check pass.
Back to throw. Clayton. That'll be caught by Cup. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Clayton flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dawson Knox, 69 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They
They go play action here on first down. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Calvin Austin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Clayton. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this one is incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown Raiders. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamel Dean. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Back to throw here. That's caught by Howard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hines.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. To throw now in his own end zone. He'll buy some time right.
And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Here's Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Gay now set to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Clayton. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Clayton. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Clayton, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught at the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Clayton being chased out left. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Right side to Watson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Clayton, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. they'll look to throw here. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Calvin Austin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now that'll be caught by Cup.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Off the play fake. Clayton, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On fourth down, Clayton, a desperation heave for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Christian Watson,
41 yards.
And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one finds Austin out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,
they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town.
meanwhile, for the Chargers,
there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.